1 second. 2 days in a row? Yeah, I know. Uh, Flip, give me 1 second. This guest is not gonna take long. Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you remember me. Do you?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm that one Christian is really maybe this will help you remember me because it's what I'm most known for. Hold on.
I told you I just had a job interview.
Yeah, my bad. I'm in the IDF, so sometimes people walk into my room. Anyways, um, what I'm most known for is like I speak the language that Jesus spoke, and I speak 13 languages. I don't know if that kind of helps you remember me.
But what's up?
Uh, Yeah, so I was born here in Israel, and I was born in the both the Christian, Jewish, and Islamic Holy Land. I was born in Jerusalem and Qaim, actually next to Bethlehem. But I still live here in Israel, and I'm actually in an Islamic land right now. I'm in the Golan Heights, which is in Syria, and also Christianity. So um, I don't go to a mosque, but I have seen some near us, and because sometimes we do this thing called taqneh hamash, which basically moving from a place to another. And I would see a lot of mosques there, and like here in the IDF, I have 12 al-Qur'ans like in my room right now. Most of them are in either Hebrew or Aramaic, but I do have some Arabic ones. So
But all right, so
basically, like,
what's the? Because I only have like an hour. So
okay,
what's the things that you're struggling with?
yeah, sure. So I don't know why, but whenever I read these said Islamic books and texts, I feel like there's like some type of holiness, and I feel the same whenever I read the gospel and stuff. But I feel some type of presence of Islam for some reason. I don't know like, how to really explain it.
Well, I mean, the thing that would make either Islam or Christianity true wouldn't be the way you feel when you read the books. So like,
Okay.
I mean, you should figure out what standard you hold to figure out how you know a book is true or not. So like one of those standards could be a historical standard. If this thing contradicts history, then you could be like, this isn't true. Like you could do things like that. Like for example, the Quran says that Jesus Christ wasn't crucified, but history says that Jesus Christ was crucified. So it wouldn't be the word of God if that's the case. Like,
Okay. Yeah, I do read a lot of the saints, and I have many like Christian books. I have like Saint Basil the Great, Saint John Chrysostom, all of them. Do you like? Are there any saints that you think I could read to like kind of
about
help me?
against Islam.
Well, yeah, but like also like how to connect back to God, or like how
Oh,
to deal with struggles.
um, yeah. So you can read. Well, you said that you have Saint Augustine and Saint Chrysostom. You can also
I
read.
said I have Saint Basil the Great and Saint Chrysostom, but
Oh, Saint
I do
Basil the
have.
Great. Saint Augustine is really good, and Saint Maximus the Confessor.
Okay. Yeah, I do have them too.
Okay, so Saint Maximus the Confessor is really good. Also, there's this guy you could read his sermons. His name is Saint Peter Chrysologus.
I don't
He's
have him, but I'll look for him.
Yeah, so Saint Peter Chrysologus, you could look for his, like, he has 3 volumes of the Fathers of the Church, but he's breaking down scripture, and the breakdowns of scripture, you see how beautiful scripture is and what we're supposed to do as Christians and how we're supposed to connect with God. And he's known as the doctor of short sermons. So his sermons are very short, very impactful. Like he doesn't try to pack everything into one sermon. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm going to save this for next time," and
Oh,
that would be that sermon. So Saint Peter Chrysologus is a really really good saint. he's before the 400s, so he's pretty early on, and he goes real deep into scripture, breaking it down, and just real quick punches. It's really, really good.
Okay, yeah, I'll go look for that. All right, God bless, brother.
God bless you too.
Hashem. And by the way, that basically just means may God give you the blessings of the world.
Amen. God bless you, bro. I heard Hashem. I ain't know that other stuff. Hello?
Yeah, how's it going?
Have I talked to you before?
No,
No? Were you in my live yesterday?
I don't think I've ever spoken to you before. You do look handsome. So
You said what?
I said you look handsome.
I look handsome?
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. And I'm not a Christian because I'm Muslim.
Why are you Muslim?
Because it's the truth.
Can you explain how you know that?
Yeah, we can make a transcendental from the existence of Allah.
You keep so your mic keeps going in and out.
I'm not like they're covering my ears. Hold on, this might work.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, is it better now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, we can make a transcendental argument for the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so do you believe knowledge is relational?
Do I believe that knowledge is relational?
Yeah,
Like for knowledge that you have to have the knower and the thing known?
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you believe what do you think an abstract thing means?
Are you providing an argument right now?
Yeah, I'm just
You're you're
we get them.
you're asking me questions.
Yeah, so do you believe abstract things are mind dependent?
That abstract things are that doesn't sound like a premise. It sounds like a question.
Premise one, abstract things are mind dependent. Premise two, there are universal abstract things like the laws of logic that need to be grounded in a mind. Premise three, it can discourse to the divine mind. Premise four, Um, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala claims to be the divine mind in the Holy Quran. Conclusion: the God that grounds the transcendental categories is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which premise do you reject?
I would well, I don't think that that's a valid inference. Just because somebody
That was no
claims,
inference.
you said there was no inference.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna use inference.
if that's the case, then I have no need to accept the conclusion.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, no one's asking you to. But
I'm saying that so that you can't just conclude that Allah is this God. I wouldn't have to accept that because there's no valid inference.
yeah, but who says you need an inference?
What do you mean? Who said? So that's how argument works.
Yeah, what if fuck? How about I make my own inference? How about that? If you reject my conclusion, you're an idiot. How about that?
No, so it's like the inference rule is going to be like a structure to the argument that like necessitate or the conclusion necessarily follows. It ensures that the conclusion necessarily follows. So if you don't
I
have like
know,
a
like
valid,
modus ponens, modus tollens. I know what inferences
yeah,
are.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
But
So if you're not using like a valid inference, then you could say that, oh, Allah claims to be this thing. It doesn't now follow that Allah is this thing.
let's talk about the Trinity. This is going nowhere.
You said what?
Talk about the Trinity. This is going nowhere.
Well, you were proving that Islam is the truth, and you knew that through a transcendental argument. So, do you want to give another proof for Islam being true?
Nah, I don't think that's going to go anywhere.
So, why do you think that Islam is true?
Another topic. It says, why are new Christians on interest mathematically?
You said that you're
Why are you
here
laughing? Don't laugh at
because
me.
you said, are you trolling?
No. Why'd I be waiting? Dude, it's 8 a.m. in the morning. Why'd I be trolling?
Here, all right. Your last premise was that Allah claims to be the divine mind. Do you have a scripture that says that I'm the divine mind?
No, but I have a scholar from a Sufi. Sorry, I don't have I have a commentary from a Sufi. Dude, don't make that face. Come on,
No,
dude.
because
I'm trying to
you're.
explain, and you've.
But your premise is that Allah claims it, and you're saying that a scholar says it, which isn't Allah. So, like, how would that
No, but
last
we
premise even be
believe,
true?
right? So I'm the Sufi, right? We believe Allah came down as a little boy, and He confirmed it. He spoke it to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
I don't know what you just said. I don't know what you just said, bro. I think you trolling.
Not, dude. I can show you. It's the Islamic Doctrines and Belief. It's on Internet Archive. It's volume 1, page 147.
All right, wait. What did you say? You said it's what?
Islamic Doctrines and Beliefs, volume 1.
Islam. My fault. Islamic doctrines and belief. You said Allah came down as a little boy.
Yeah, with curly hair, and He came down in a green robe.
Yeah, I seen this before, but a lot of Muslims reject this. You said Islamic doctrines of beliefs. What? Volume one?
Yeah, and beliefs.
Uh-huh. Volume one.
Yeah, I'm not too sure the authors. It's like some long
Sheikh
Arabic name.
Sheikh Mohammed bin.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one
And
on
the
internet.
PDF is slanted, right? Like it's on its side.
Nah, it's like this. Uh, I gotta fix that. It's over there. I gotta fix that. But you
You'd
said
think
page
that it'll
what?
have 147, but I think if the format's different, then it might not be 147.
You want me to go find another PDF?
Yeah, on Internet Archive, there's.
But this is Internet Archive. Um, yeah, this is the only one on Internet Archive,
Like, it might. That's weird.
and it's only
Let's go
90
to.
pages here. Have you ever seen
Yeah,
this?
because. Yeah, okay, it's this one, yeah. Page
Uh
147.
oh, on the thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant when it's on the side.
Uh, page 147.
Go your head.
Oh shoot! I just want to see it. So I don't care. But like, all right. Huh, is there any way that I could change this view?
When I read off it like a few months ago, I tilted my monitor.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
It
I
might
know
not
it
actually be
says,
147. It's around there though.
yeah, you're not helping me then if it's not 147.
Go up. I
Uh,
think it's go up. No, like up in the
in the
not
pages.
yeah. I think it it might be that one. No, it's not that
Uh,
one.
yeah, bro. So now I really have no reason.
It's somewhere here. It's
Hey,
uh,
we here, bro. I looked it up. I'm not seeing it. You got me breaking my neck for this thing.
I mean the one where he sees Allah's attributes was right there.
The one where he sees Allah's attributes.
Yeah, the top left one. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you read this book, you'd cook all the Muslims.
But you not Muslim?
No, I mean the Kafir Muslims.
Oh, okay. Are you Shia?
No, I'm Sufi.
Oh, you're Sufi. Okay.
Yeah, you know the ones with the beards. I can turn on my camera if you want to see my beard.
I don't want to
It's
see your
like orange
beard.
and shit.
It's orange. What are you like Irish?
Yeah. No, you dye it with you know what henna is?
Yeah, you dye your beard with henna.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't
I
know
mean
that.
if it's somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I don't know. You probably don't even have a beard. You might just be lying to me this whole time.
No, I swear to God, wahiyat to Allah, it's in there.
I don't know, bro. I'm not seeing
May
it.
Allah strike me down if Allah coming down as a little boy isn't in that book.
What if I just dropped you right now? And then the world will never know.
I mean, it's not for me to decide. I mean, Allah won't strike me down because I've read it. I've read it multiple times.
You have.
Yeah.
I
You want to talk
don't
about
know,
the
bro.
Trinity?
If that'll help you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would. So do you believe Jesus is God?
Nah, bro. I'm just a Trinitarian Christian.
Do you believe the Father is God?
Yes.
Do you believe the Spirit is God?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, so how many things are called God?
Yeah, three persons right there called God.
Yeah, so how is a person not a instance of divinity?
Because the divinity isn't like some universal. So you don't have different existences instantiating divinity.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it.
I really do want to find this because I was looking everywhere, but the only place that I was able to see it was on like different forums.
You know what,
Um,
bro? Just for you, because you seem like a good kid. Um, I can get up and pull it up for you if you want.
all right, go ahead, bro. And you could just tell me the page number in the chat.
Yeah, all right. Take care, bro.
All right, bro. I've never once did I think that, oh, bro, I'm gonna go live and somebody's gonna run tag on me. Never once, bro. When I went live, I did not think, oh yeah, bro, like they finna run tag on me. All right, cool. Uh, Amen. Bro, I didn't see your messages, Cam. You are absolutely hilarious. Please ask for the Cam is hilarious, bro. Yeah, bro. I need to see that. I need to see it, bro. I need to see it. But I know that a lot of people reject that hadith regardless. You be running tag to say that your friend. Amen.
Mm,
Hello.
the camera. Yeah, can you? Here, look. It's page 138, right?
Oh, 138. Al-Bakari also narrated the hadith. I saw my Lord. Hold up. I got it up right now. So I don't know if y'all can see this. Al-Bakari also narrated the hadith, I saw my Lord in Al-Sama wa Al-Safid with sound chained, but with the addition in the form of a curly-haired, beardless young man wearing a green robe. A condemned, disauthenticated addition to the concantation. I don't know what that word is. With another hadith that refers to Jibril, hence Al Suyit interpreted as either a dream or quoting Sheikh yada 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 as the veil of his form.
I mean, obviously, we don't believe that that's like not authentic because we believe Allah can do that, but that's just the Sunni, the Kafir that are claiming that.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, I appreciate you pulling up the source though. You a man of your word, bro. I
Yeah, I don't lie. I
appreciate.
don't lie. I'm al-Haq. Do you know what al-Haq means?
Isn't that the Lord?
No, the truth. I'm the
The
truth.
truth, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure,
Hey, can
bro.
I get a follow back or no?
Yeah, bro, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, you were following me back when I was Christian,
Oh,
but
you're not
you
Christian
decided
no
to
more?
unfollow me. No.
Yeah. I don't go through and unfollow people, so there's a good chance that I never
I might have
followed you.
blocked you. I
Oh,
might have
maybe.
blocked you.
Okay. Listen, how old are you, bro?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I said yes.
Oh. uh, I mean, you called me a kid, so what, like 34?
Do I sound 34?
No, you don't, but you called me a kid. You
Yeah, I lied
sound you
to.
sound like you're 19 to 21.
No, if you want, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm 61 backwards.
Okay, for sure. You should be Christian again, though, if you was Christian.
I mean, I am.
Okay. All right, cool. God bless you, bro.
I'm so,
What's the deal, Silent Hill? Hey, can we like the live? I don't know what's going on. I think you think it's this. You think I'm too dressed up that TikTok like nah, bro. Like we not finna do this. Somebody was in my comment section on YouTube just saying that change doesn't exist. Those atheists, like me against the atheist videos, they be pissing people off. um hey man, Ted East. How is Ted East? How does he not have a wrench? That doesn't make any sense. Uh, does early Christianity have Trinity? Yes, early Christianity has Trinity. Yeah, I'm gonna add this YouTube link real quick so people can request up on YouTube as well. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah. The reason I'm not Christian is I haven't heard a convincing argument
A convincing argument for what?
for the Christian worldview to be true.
Okay. Are you what are you? Are you agnostic?
Yeah, I would say like agnostic, or I would just say like I'm sympathetic to theist virtues.
Sympathetic to theist virtues.
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't heard an argument for God's existence?
That's convincing.
What arguments have you heard?
Modal ontological, the Kalam, the tag argument, purus actus, potentials to actuality, divine or essence identical theory.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, so like especially the last two would be the runs that I run.
So do you want to run one then and see how you cash it out?
If it was convincing, would you believe?
Yeah. Well, I'm of the opinion I can't control what's convincing to me. So if it's truly convincing, then I don't think I have a reason to deny it. And then, but yeah, I think like there's modal issues that come out with God's existence and like the metaphysics there.
I mean, I think that if you prove that the like a purely actual being exists, you just have to make whatever else like work because like you've reasoned that this being does exist. So then you have to like make whatever else work. And that's what makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I could even say that like a purus actus being exists, but what would like pump the motivation to take on that it's the Abrahamic God?
I would say, okay, well, so then you're not agnostic then.
I would say like, okay, so truly I'm agnostic because that's a lot of meat and potatoes to take on into like a metaphysical claim that there exists like a purus actus being, right?
So
But like,
so first it's actus purus, but I get
sure.
why you're saying purus actus. But you could just say pure act.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm Aristotelian, so like I wouldn't say that potentials exist, potency exists. That's fine. But I would claim that my intuitions lead me to theism, but I haven't been like convinced of theism, and especially like not the Christian God because of like modal problems that happen.
Like what?
Yeah, so like if God has a fixed future, or God like fixes a future, then I think we, following the sequence, come into modally closed worlds. So if you say that like something happened in the past, that thing is now modally closed. The if about that statement is removed.
What's the problem with that?
Yeah. So all right. So basically, like if we agree that like a past action or a past thing is modally closed, then God fixes a future event to be true and grounded in like it cannot be otherwise, right? That means you can infer the future event, or you can infer like the present event or the now event as a past event, given that the truth of the future event is grounded, meaning that the now is modally closed.
I'm not understanding.
Okay. So when we do an action and it's in the past,
When you say modally closed, what does that mean?
that means there's no like possible world semantics that could be brought about
Yeah.
in
Okay.
order to
All right.
change
That
the
makes sense.
condition.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So like if an action happens in the past, right, there's no counterfactual about that action because it's cemented in concrete.
Okay.
Then if we take an action that's fixed by God in the future, so it's going to be concrete, action fixed in the future is concrete, right? Then we can treat the now actions as modally closed. We can like vision ourselves in the future, right, and just observe the now as the past. And and that would just say that the now is modally closed.
Okay. But where would you get, like, I don't understand why you have the jump that the future is modally closed.
If God like fixes an action to be true in the future.
Yeah, but how would you know that?
When God like said that, oh, like Peter would lie or Peter would deny me, or it might have not been Peter, that is him declaring an action that must happen in the future.
He's not declaring an action that must happen in the future.
Could God been wrong about Peter lying?
No, but just because like God's not wrong about it, he's just like, because God exists outside of time, like the way in which he looks at all of these events is as if it were like present, just for lack of better words. So It's not that Peter does not have the ability to choose to not deny Christ. It's that in his ability to choose, he chose to deny Christ, and God knows his decision.
Sure, but do you think there was a counterfactual present in the Peter story that says Peter denies or Peter accepts Christ?
What do you mean?
Yeah, could there have been a possible world in which Peter accepts Christ and doesn't deny
I don't
him?
know. Like I'm in regards to like possible world semantics, especially in regards to like to choice and stuff like that, I'm not 100% positive. I'm not like a possible world realist. I know for sure as of right now. I'm still looking into possible worlds, but I don't know how the church articulates against possible worlds, because in the possible world that like God creates and Peter has free will, it seems like this is just a decision. I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel like things would have to be different for him to make another decision. I don't know if he just makes another decision. My friend and I were talking about it in regards to like Adam and Eve in the garden, as to like maybe they sin in like every possible world, if you want to use those words, but I'm not 100% sure.
Sure, but I would say that since God has the knowledge and God predicted this and fixed the future event, right? There exists no possible world in which Peter doesn't lie and deny Christ. So we have a closure of possible worlds given the future action. And then you would just take the now in which that future action is being observed and assume that's modally closed, given we can operate the now action as a past action.
So I mean, like, is this an argument to deny that like we actually have free will? There's nothing that can be done.
So it doesn't like go straight into like determinism, right? I'm a compatibilist, but it can,
Yeah, but
it
I'm
can
not.
move into
So
necessitarianism.
I'm having a problem. I'm having a problem understanding like the past being modally closed makes sense because there's nothing that can be done about that. But it doesn't necessarily make sense to me that the now is modally closed as well as the future, because like the now is subject to change, at least from our experience, as well as the future depending on the decisions that we make. So I'm just not understanding as to why I would commit to these two things being modally closed when they're, I mean, it also depends on your view on the future as well, as to like whether or not it exists. Some people have different views on that as well, but I don't understand why I would commit to that.
Okay, so So the equation is like if action is true in the past, it is modally closed action.
But you're just saying that there's no changing said action in the past.
In the
And
past,
yeah,
sure.
but that's because it's been done. There's nothing that can be
Right.
done to change that.
If there's a fixed action, an action that must take place in the future, right? So given action in the future, right? We can assume the future as the now. That is a now action. Like if you like,
Yeah, wait,
you know,
so but all right. You're saying if there's a fixed action in the future,
yeah,
and what does a fixed action in the future look like?
an action that must happen.
An action that must happen.
So like
what?
Peter lying, or Jesus
When you say
rising.
must, when you say must, you mean it's necessary?
There exists no possible world in which the outcome is different.
I don't know if we would agree to that.
So would you say that there exists a possible world in which Peter doesn't deny Christ?
I think that there's a possible world obviously I think that there's a possible world in which he has the ability to choose as to whether or not he denied Christ. Now, with the decisions that he makes in said possible world, I don't know. Like I said, I think that the situations would have to be different. His feelings would have to be different. I can't make statements depending on that because he said something based on his feelings. Now, I would think that the things that are like, I would say modally closed in the future is that like everything unites back unto God. I think that that's something that would be quote unquote modally closed, but the way in which that goes, especially according to us, it's going to be open. There's different possibilities. And I think
Okay.
I think that that's what the Bible shows in situations. I don't know how well you know the Bible, but like in situations like with Jonah, Jonah goes and says that judgment is going to come upon this land called Nineveh, but then they repent. So God relents. So like that situation, I don't think we could look at it as the future being modally closed, that judgment is for sure going to come. I don't think that's how the Bible like even teaches us.
Okay, so what I mean like is a set specific action in which all the accessible worlds in the future must have the consequence of the action or the action itself. So if we examine all the
Bro, my
possible,
fault, bro. I'm sitting here looking at the comment, trying to fix my mic so that it sounds better for somebody. Can you say what you just said again?
yeah, so if we take like maybe a future possible world in which there's a fixed action, I would say that future world, given that that's a fixed action, I'm not making the argument that the future action is fixed. I'm making the argument that all now actions before the future would be fixed or closed, sorry. So given that there's an action that must take place, we can treat the future actions as now actions with because we know with certainty that this action will take place in the future. That means all now actions can be treated like the past and are modally closed.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But you're saying that about certain. I don't even know if that would be that problematic because unless you're saying that about all now actions are now modally closed because certain future actions are modally closed. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so I don't have to say that the future action is modally closed, but I would say that the future action has one, like, let's just say, like, given 30 seconds from now, you must eat an apple or something like that, right? In that 30 seconds, you have a
All right,
set
hold on,
of,
wait. Give me 1 second. I gotta go let my cousin in the house, and then I'll be right back.
yeah, for sure.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so go ahead.
So given that an action, I'll just like start, given that past events are modally closed, I think this is uncontestable unless you have like contentions with that.
You're saying that given that past actions are modally closed, and are you saying? But what I was asking, are you saying that certain future actions are modally closed, therefore all now actions are modally closed?
No. So what I'm saying, okay, so take a past action. It is trivially true that it's modally closed. If we
Okay.
take a fixed action in the future, so
Like
fixed
what?
action, I could just give like an analogy, or I can refer to like, Peter lying, or let's say that you must eat an apple. Like it's God predicts in the Bible or somewhere that like you're going to eat an apple in 30 seconds. Okay. So given this fixed future action, we can treat the future action and assume it as the now.
Yeah, no. So I would think that there's a distinction between like a decree of God and the like like the decree of God of like this will happen. Like all creation is going to be united unto God. So like when God like says that he's like the beginning and the end, this is what that means. So there's no other possible world in which creation does not like end in God or ends up being united unto God. But in regards to God pointing out what we do with our free will, I don't think that we are committed to saying that those actions are modally closed. I don't think that that's the same as like the divine decree of creation being united unto him. Rather, God, in his foreknowledge of knowing all things, sees the things that we do with the open and free choices that we have. It's not that we can't do otherwise, it's that we didn't do otherwise. Which I think also preserves justice as well. So I just don't think that that would be accurate to the Christian worldview.
Okay. So if you're saying that,
Does
like,
that make sense?
yeah, but I'm not arguing for like modal collapse. I'm just arguing for a strict modal closure.
No,
Like,
I know, but I'm saying that I don't think that we would hold to a strict modal closure in the sense that you're saying, because you're saying that like, oh, there's no possible world in which Peter could not have denied Christ. I don't think that that's true. I think that when Jesus says that before the rooster crows, you're going to deny me 3 times, before the rooster crows, you're going to deny me 3 times. He is saying that as he's speaking from his foreknowledge, not because there was no possibility for Peter to choose otherwise. It's just that he didn't choose otherwise. And Jesus knows what Peter is going to choose, but it's not a divine decree of he cannot do otherwise.
well, I think that like then leads to the question. So if there does exist some counterfactual or not counterpossible, but counterfactual or, modal world in which Peter doesn't eat from the apple, that makes Jesus's truth claim not truth apt, or not truth apt, but it makes it not certain. So like there is a world in which Jesus was wrong about the denial.
No, so yeah, and this is one. I'm not a like a possible world realist, so I wouldn't say that there's like really this world that exists to where Jesus is wrong. Jesus would obviously be correct in every possible world. Now, if say for instance, if there was a possible world in which Peter doesn't deny Christ, right? Then Jesus never makes that statement. The entire conditions of this is going to be different. But Jesus isn't, I'm not saying that Jesus is not making the statement saying that Peter cannot do otherwise. And I think that that's important. Because if that was the case, then I would agree with the argument that you're putting forward.
So there exists a point in time in which Jesus's claim, right, could not hold truth.
I don't know what you're referring to.
So when Jesus says that you will deny me 3 times, does there exist a world in which Peter says that I will not deny you, and he doesn't deny him? Is that feasible? Is that an actual possibility?
I don't. So given the exact same circumstances, I think we see the decision that Peter would make. I'm not a possible world realist. So I don't think that there's actually some other world out there in which Peter does otherwise. And if he does do otherwise, I think the conditions are different. And that's what I was, oh my God. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm not a possible world realist. I'm just using like the semantics here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling you about the conversation that I was having with my friend, who I think would be better to have this conversation and more fit. But it's that given the circumstances, like given that God creates and he creates free creatures, what we see might be like exactly just what it is. It might not be another possible world in which things are different given the same exact circumstances.
Okay, so givens Peter like
So like maybe I don't know if you can entail some type of contradiction, but given the conditions are exactly the same and Peter feels the same way that he feels right before he denies, like are you saying that he feels that he's going to deny Christ and he doesn't feel that he's going to deny Christ at the same time right before he says whether or not he denies Christ?
Well, that would just be like a question on like desires. But if you're a compatibilist, I guess you could say it that there exists a set of desires to Peter in which allows the denial of Christ to not go through.
But then all right, but and that's what I'm saying. So in this possible world, if you're saying that everything is the same, then the reason as to why Peter like ends up denying Christ is for multiple things that happen prior to the event.
Right. And all these past events would be modally closed onto the now action. So these modally closed actions could have been a different way. So we would have to get to a point in which
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if you can entail some type of contradiction as to where you want to close this off, but I think you're going to get to a point that okay, Peter feels one way and doesn't feel one way at the same time.
well, okay. So
Do you see what I'm saying?
The contradiction would be, well, not the contradiction, but like kind of like the entailment would be that Jesus can set forth actions that aren't fixed in the future.
I don't understand why you're presupposing that Jesus set forth the action that Peter is going to deny him 3 times. I keep saying that that's not the case.
Not the action, but the claim itself. So Jesus made the claim that he was going to be denied 3 times. Jesus Jesus is right about all claims. And then the contradiction is Jesus has the potential for being wrong about a claim.
I never said that Jesus has the potential for being wrong about a claim. I said in every possible world, Jesus would be correct. And I said that if there's a possible world in which Peter does not deny Christ, then Jesus does not make that statement.
Okay, so, right, because given this strict set of actions, that entails all future actions must come from this closure of possible worlds. You would have to change the possible world starting point in order to say that this action could have been otherwise.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to get to you have to get to some point, but then if that's the case, then the conditions are different.
Right. So yeah, that's what I'm agreeing with. So given that inference, right? Given that inference that this future action, all accessible worlds must entail this future interaction, right? We can assume a fixed action as the now, and then all now actions as the past, meaning all past actions are now modally closed.
No, so yeah, I think we're just at impact because I wouldn't agree.
Okay, I mean, I can like send you like I don't know if you like read logic or like.
No, I have a friend that does. I mean, you could, but it seems like I'm disagreeing with one of the premises. Like, I'm not saying that necessarily your argument is invalid, but I'm saying that I don't agree with one of the premises.
Because like honestly, like when you said that like there exists only a set of accessible worlds in which Peter doesn't lie, so that means that all these worlds are closed into like the system. All worlds that would exist outside of this closed system are unintelligible and cannot be accessed. So that gives the credence for a modal closure on the set worlds.
I think it's interesting. Can you send me like DM me the argument? I'm disagreeing, but yeah, send me the argument. I think it'd be good for us to talk about, and we could talk about it again some other time.
Yeah. I wrote this argument at work, so it's like all over like notepads and sticky notes.
Well, yeah, if you could type it out and make it nice and neat.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too, bro. God bless. Plasma always oroforms? Hey, bro, you're not low enough. Modal collapse is true. Do I disagree with the statement? Like, what modal collapse? Bro, I'm mad that I be missing everything in the group chat, bro. Let's see what I miss.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
How you doing today?
I'm good.
So I'm Christian, but like I'm kind of in test with my faith, I guess.
I wish I would have said that. Okay, what's up?
Um, I guess my first question is to you is God all knowing of the future?
Is God all knowing of the future? Yeah.
Okay, so I guess my question is why would he create a universe or a world if he already could know the like foreshadowing of what's going to happen?
Because the end, or like, yeah, the end of creation is a good thing. Like, the end of creation ends in something good, a greater good than like what you might be experiencing right now. So it's like say for instance, if I knew the full and complete future of the kids that I could bring into the world, or like I knew like my kid was gonna grow up and be a doctor, and another one was gonna be a good lawyer that defends the innocent, who's on death row, right? But in that, they're gonna be bullied, they're gonna get sick when they're young. Like there's all these things that I don't want to happen. They're gonna fall off skateboards and woo wham. There's all these things that aren't necessarily good, but all these things build up to the greater good that's gonna serve like everybody else. It would still be a good thing for me to have children. And pretty much all creation ends and is united back unto God, which is the greatest good. So God can create, he can permit evil to happen. He can then use that to defeat evil altogether and then unite all of creation unto himself. So overall, the entire thing is good, even though certain evils were permitted.
Okay, so I guess this kind of ties in with it because like at the I think it's in I think maybe it's in Matthew where he states like the rapture and all that, and maybe
You state
or
what?
like he states like everyone like the
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Matthew 24, and he was like, you look to your left, and like in a twinkling of an eye, or someone's gonna be there and someone's not. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
All right.
So and I guess I'm trying to tie into Genesis as well, like
Hold on, give me
why.
one second. One second. One second.
No problem.
Hey, ma, I'm on live. No, she's at work. Why? What's up? It's under the couch. Dean is here. All right. Yeah. Dean! Hold on. I thought I was muted. Hold on. Dean! Dean! Hey, here, open the door real quick. Yeah, my mom needs you to get something for her real quick. She's on the phone. It's not on speaker. All right, hello?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that was my
Um,
mom.
no, all good. So Matthew and then also Genesis, it kind of ties into like why create Adam and Eve when he could have just like I guess created heaven and like basically not I don't know like if he was all knowing why just not avoid all that like if he was all knowing and he knew Eve and Adam were gonna sin why create that in the first place and then
I mean, you could just ask yourself, like, is it better if you decide to create? Is it better to create free creatures or not free creatures?
um I mean I guess free.
All right, so given the fact that they're free, that means that they have the ability to choose whether or not they're going to align their will with the good or not. Now, if they choose not to, they can damage themselves. If they damage themselves, is it better to fix them or to leave them damaged?
Fix them.
Okay, so now you've created free creatures who may destroy themselves, but then you've decided to fix them. Now, after they are fixed, is it better for them to be not united to the ultimate good or to be united to the ultimate good?
United to the ultimate good.
Okay, so now given the exact same circumstances, if you decide to create, you're going to do the exact same thing that God has done. Is he created free creatures who chose to align themselves away from the good and damage themselves. God fixes them and then unites them back unto him, because ultimately that's the greater good. And that's what God does. So even though there's all this stuff that they go through humans' free will, they decide to align themselves away from the good. God says it's good for you to have free will. And even in your free will, when you abuse it, I'm going to still fix you and reconcile you back unto me.
Um
Does that make sense?
yeah, that makes perfect sense. Um let me see. Yeah, I really don't have any disagreements with your content. I guess I just have like self questioning about my own faith.
Yeah, that's fine. I would pray. Are you Christian right now?
Yeah, it's just I'm kind of growing in my like faith.
Hmm.
Um so it's kind of like I don't know. I think too logical sometimes.
I
Uh
mean, look, I would say keep asking questions. Christianity has answers. No matter how complicated and convoluted you think the question is, how logical you think the question is, I can guarantee you Christianity has an answer.
yeah.
Just keep asking questions, especially before you leave the faith. I promise you someone has an answer. If you don't like reading, get comfortable with reading, because there's answers. And if you're lucky enough, there's somebody that has read it that may have go live and be able to provide an answer and help provide you with the source. So do you have topics as to what you're questioning about? Maybe I could steer you in the right direction to where you want to go read more about this. But read or listen, and try to make sure and verify the things that people are saying before
Yeah.
you leave Christianity. I guarantee you Christianity has an answer.
Yeah, it is a thing. I've looked at your lives like on a daily basis, like on a weekly basis, and
Oh
I've
no.
been listening to you, and I
Thank you.
think you're the most patient person that I've ever seen. Like when it comes to,
Oh my God, stop. Shut up. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
I'm gonna stop the glaze. I'm gonna stop the glaze.
playing. Nah, go ahead.
But no, like I like your content. It's very like it's digestible, like, and
Thank
it
you.
all makes sense. So um, I just had some conflicting things as far as like um, I don't know. Like sometimes I'm just too logical, and sometimes like my faith is tested because I'm too logical, and it's just one combats the other. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep reading and following what you're doing, and I do appreciate what you're doing, bro. So just keep doing it, bro.
No, I appreciate you, bro. God bless you, man.
Yeah. But hey, I'm gonna get off of this. I'm gonna let you do you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Shout out this dude. I gotta send him a follow. Shout out this dude. ESV Study Bible. Tight.
Hey, man.
Hey man, how you doing?
So I'm going to continue the last discussion. So you think you have free will?
Yeah.
How?
How do I have free will?
Yeah, because Jesus died for your sin. Everything that you are going to do is already written. Whether you're going to heaven and hell is already written. So how do you have free will?
Where do you see that?
Isn't that what Christians believe?
No. Where do you get that from?
So why did Jesus die for your sin if he doesn't know that you were going to sin?
What?
Why would somebody die for your sin if he knows that you're not going to do sin?
Why would Jesus die for my sin if he knows that you're not going to do sin?
Yeah, let's say if I'm a good person, why the hell you would die for me?
If you're a good person,
Yeah. Why would somebody sacrifice his life for me? I don't need it.
yeah, you do.
I don't.
You do.
What seriously? I don't if I am a good person, I don't need nobody dying for me.
If a mother is on crack and she has a kid, right, and she was taking crack as she was pregnant, is that kid now affected by the crack that she took?
No, not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily. That
No,
kid here,
uh,
let's give a better
child
example
services
because
can come in and
are
take
you
care of it.
Muslim?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. If a mother is drinking alcohol while she's pregnant, is that kid affected by the alcohol that she's taking?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Now, when that kid who is innocent comes out, are the doctors going to need to do things to help the kid, to help fix the kid from the damage that the mother has done?
Maybe yes.
Okay. So, when Adam and Eve sin against God, they damage human nature altogether. So what God does is what the doctors do, and that's he fixes human nature. And
Who
he
told you that Adam and Eve
Thank you.
sinned? Where'd you get that from?
Who told me that Adam and Eve sinned?
Yeah, this is a fictional tale that you came up with.
Are you Muslim?
Yes.
Do you not believe that Adam and Eve sinned?
No, we don't even have Eve.
Adam and his wife.
Yeah, his name is not Eve. How do I know they sinned?
They broke the command of God and was kicked out of paradise for it.
Where?
In the Quran.
That's not how you read it. But anyway,
What do you mean that's not? Do you want to read it?
that's like a Santa Claus sort of reading, bro.
Do you want to read it?
You read Quran more metaphorically, man. It doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that.
No, it doesn't.
What
say
doesn't
that.
it say?
So it said, "Don't come close to the tree." All right. And
You
the
don't.
tree-
So you don't even read your you don't even read your books.
I
Huh?
know how to read it. Go show me.
Hmm.
What are you talking about?
It talks about it numerous times.
Show me.
I got you, bro.
But anyway, you took it from another direction. I asked, why would somebody need to die for
You
me?
said who said you said who said Adam and Eve sinned? That's what you
No,
said.
we went from somebody dying for my sin.
And then you remember how I explained that God is the one that fixes our nature?
Based on the assumption that somebody already made a mistake.
So did Adam and Eve go near the tree?
I don't care if they went to the park. In the Quran, it is clear.
Okay.
That
And we said, oh Adam, hold on. We
Hold on, let me
said
finish that.
we said, oh Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise and eat and pleasure whatever you like, but do not go near this tree, otherwise you will be counted among the what?
Wrongdoers.
Oh, the transgressors.
Okay, so what am I
Right.
going to do with that?
Then Satan caused them to slip from it and brought them out from where they had been. And we said, go down all of you, some of you, the enemies of others, and on the earth, there for you will be a dwelling place and an enjoyment for a time. So you see,
Continue.
Then Adam learned certain words to pray from his Lord, and Allah accepted his repentance.
Okay, then continue. Next one and then next one. 2 more, and then we're done.
We said, go down from here, all of you. Then should some guidance come to you from me. Those who follow my guidance shall have no fear, nor shall they grieve. As for those who disbelieve and deny our signs, they are the people of the fire and shall dwell in it forever.
Thank you. Meaning what Adam has done has nothing to do with me. If I do good, I have nothing to worry about. So why somebody needs to die for me?
You said that Adam and Eve didn't sin.
They didn't sin. I don't know where did you read sin?
What's a transgression against the law of God?
According to whatever they were given, they transgressed. I don't know what that means.
You don't
Their
know
sin
what you don't know what
but their
transgression
sin,
against the law
but
of
their
God?
transgression doesn't descend to me. Your point is that they made mistake, and now somehow I'm responsible. In Islam,
No, that's not what I
everybody's
said.
responsible
That's
for their
not what I
own
said.
stuff.
That's not what I
That's it.
said. I
You
said that
said
I said that they damaged human nature and they damaged the relationship with God. So you see how Adam and Eve, they were in paradise and then they made a decision and now you live in the same position that they lived on earth after their punishment. You see how you're not born in paradise, but they were?
yeah. So
Oh, so because of the decisions of Adam and Eve, you now live in the conditions of them when they were punished.
no, but it says you have nothing to worry about if you do good.
Do you not see how
I
the
don't see
the punishment that was laid on Adam and
what
Eve?
punishment. I'm not in a punishment.
Are you in paradise?
Yeah,
You are?
in my bed. Like I live happily. Yeah, it's good.
That's I'm talking about Jannah.
Oh, there's paradise in this world and there is a paradise afterwards. So
Yeah,
both.
when God or Allah says to them that, hey, you're in paradise, right? You and your wife in paradise, eat at pleasure, whatever you like, but don't go near this tree. Are you there in that place?
What do I have to do with them, man?
That's weird because I feel like I asked a yes or no question and you didn't reply with a yes or no. Are
You
you
said
in the place that Adam and Eve were in before they fell?
if they failed, I don't have to worry about it. Their
That's
failure is not my
so
failure.
weird. It's like I hear a yes or no question coming from my mouth, but then from your mouth, it's not a yes or a no.
So you went from sin
It's
to
so look, we're
perfect.
gonna try it again. We're gonna try it
Okay,
again.
hold on. So you
Are
went from
you
sin.
in the
Yes.
same place that Adam and Eve were before they fell?
No.
Oh, there. I thought it was glitching. Okay, so after they fall, you now live in the condition of what they received for their transgression.
Who told you that? Where'd you get that from? That's
We
second
just read it. We just read it, bro. We literally
them
just read
all.
it.
Them all. Them.
Hello.
Hello,
What's
how you
up?
doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I get what you wanted to say to that man, that we live in this life as Adam's punishment.
Okay.
Like this life, it's the the punishment of Adam and Eve, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I get that. Um, why we live in this life and not in heaven? Because we're not like angels. We are part of angels and devils. Like we may sin and may go do nice things.
Okay.
So we need a test, and that test is life.
So here's the thing is that in Islam, right? I don't think that living on earth is required to be tested because Adam and his wife lived in Jannah and were tested.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it would be consistent And I don't think that it would be fair to say that we live on earth so that we can be tested, because the Quran shows us that living on earth is not necessary to be tested.
The Islamic point of view always insists that this life is a test.
Yeah, it says
It
that,
doesn't say.
but that doesn't make sense as to why the children of Adam now live on earth to be tested, because Adam and Eve were tested in heaven. So why can't their children also be tested in heaven to see if they fall?
You want to say, like, why don't we be tested on heaven?
Yeah, if life is just a test, Adam and Eve were tested in heaven. How come Adam and Eve's children aren't tested in heaven?
I think test is a test. It doesn't matter where we are tested.
No, it does,
Life,
because if you pass the test, you receive heaven. If you
maybe,
fail the test, you receive hell. But it was possible for you to be tested in heaven.
okay. What if being tested on heaven isn't for everyone? It's for, we know that Adam and Eve are good people, and
Why?
not everyone deserves to be tested on heaven.
So you're
That's
saying
why
that,
life.
okay, but what
Yeah.
you're saying is that Adam and Eve had this nature or something that was good enough to be in heaven. And
Yeah.
after they eat from the tree, they damage that, and now them and their children live on earth.
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot like what Christians are saying.
We also say that. Yeah.
Okay. So now the only, because human beings in Islam are created in the image of God, just like Christianity. Do you know that?
In the image of God?
Yes.
No, I don't agree.
Are you Sunni?
Yeah, I'm Muslim because Sunni or Shia wasn't a thing. It's just a politics.
Okay. Do you accept the Hadith?
Yeah.
You accept like Bukhari, Muslim, all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What Muhammad says.
Okay.
Like,
Here, let me see if I can pull it up.
is there a hadith that says that
Yeah.
humans are created in the same way that God?
In the image of God. Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
All right. Let me pull it up. Okay. That's one. I'll pull up the second one too. Okay. So this is I have Bukhari and I have Sahih Muslim. They both say the same thing. This is Sahih Muslim 2841. It says, Allah the exalted and glorious created Adam in his image.
In His image.
Yeah, so Adam,
With his length of 6 weeks, and that his it revert to Adam.
yeah, but Allah the exalted created Adam in his image.
The image of who?
Of
His
Allah,
image.
yeah.
But how do you know it's the image of Allah, not Adam himself?
Because
Like,
it's the image of whoever created Adam.
I don't agree.
Okay, well, this is the same thing. The Prophet said Allah created Adam in his picture.
Maybe
60
his
cubit.
picture, like his picture, it refers to the picture of Adam.
No,
Adam, his picture.
it's in Allah's picture, in Allah's image.
I don't think, man.
That's
I
just
won't
what it
agree.
says. This is just what the
No.
hadiths say.
I don't agree, man. I don't think that.
Do you think that Adam is created in Adam's image?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Like God created Adam in Adam's image.
But it's before, what image did he is before he's created?
What? How? I don't get it.
You're saying that Allah created him from an image that's not created.
Yeah, because he's God.
What do you mean because he's God?
God can create Adam in Adam's picture.
What
Like
does
it's
that
just a
mean?
proposition. Adam's image,
What,
his picture.
what does that mean?
His refers to Adam. His refers to Adam.
Allah created Adam in his image.
Yeah. His refers to Adam himself again.
Where are you getting that from?
Okay. Um, do you have it in Arabic? I can read it. Maybe you can be right. It could be a wrong hadith, or maybe,
Wrong
but you won't
hadith?
find something like that in the Quran.
Wait, so you're gonna throw out the hadith?
The hadith, what I told you, that I think that his refers to Adam, not Allah.
I don't know where you're getting that from. You want me to pull up the Arabic?
Maybe I can read it.
Oh, okay.
I'll read it.
So what's that here?
The Quran always insists that God, it's
Okay.
nothing like
So here's
like
here's the Arabic.
okay. It's the same thing, like that letter that is he, it's his. You can't say if it's God or Adam. And in the context, I would say it's Adam again.
Where do you? I don't know
Image
where
of
you're
Adam.
getting that from.
Like the English one, you say Allah created Adam in his image. His could refer to Adam.
That
It's
doesn't
normal.
make it. No, that's not normal. Nor is it grammatical.
Not
Nor does
normal
it
in
make any
English.
sense.
In Arabic, it does make sense, but in English, I don't know.
They saying taqiyya. They saying you lying. The innovation.
Taqiyya?
Yeah, that's what they saying.
What's taqiyya?
All right, I'm a
I
move
told
on.
you what I know. I'm not lying to you.
Okay.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. I kind of just came on the panel. I kind of like I just want to have a respectful conversation and not a whole like back and forth kind of thing. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not really religious. I grew up Christian. I can say Muhammad's a false prophet, if that works. I mean, but I grew up kind of Christian and then I stopped kind of believing. But I guess I kind of got back into like learning about God and who God was. But I guess my reason why I'm not a Christian anymore is more so I just, the older I got, the less evidence I got of God, and just like the people around me and everything happening in my life, I just didn't know really what to follow. So I guess all I'm trying to say is like, what would be your 2 cents on that, or
Well, I think that there's evidence for the existence of God.
okay.
That's, I mean, pretty convincing to me. Just logical argumentation that goes
Sure.
to show the existence of God. If and then if God exists, then like I would say that there's good evidence. Other than that, that shows that Christianity is true. And if Christianity is true, then Christianity is the only religion that's true.
Okay. Interesting like concept on that. I mean, I guess like I don't really know. Maybe I shouldn't be on the panel, but I guess I'm not really sure kind of like where I stand. I just kind of was getting other people's like opinions on it and stuff because I've just like lost so much like faith and strength in Christianity, and as a religion as its whole, and I just
Hmm.
don't believe like it would come from a God that says that he loves me.
Well, what happened? Tell me your story.
I mean, just kind of like anyone else. I kind of grew up going to Sunday school, doing all that stuff. I never grew up without my father. Um, I kind of just, I was always told that God is my father and everything. And then as I got older, when I was in Sunday school, I said, well, how is Jesus God? And then praise to the Father. And then you tell me that there are three essence, but one nature. It never ever made
Made
sense.
sense.
So yeah, so I was very, very, very confused. Then as I got older, I kind of just realized like my concept of God is like whether he exists or doesn't, who am I to tell you what to follow or not to follow?
Hmm.
Because I think like a building has a builder, but I still go to the building without meeting the builder, right? But I know the building exists. I know something exists, but I just don't have enough evidence to call it a god or whatever.
Okay.
So, but there's a lot more than that, but I don't know if I can mention that stuff on TikTok because it's kind of dark and stuff. But you can always DM me if you'd like. But again, I'm not here to debate or fight. I kind of just like to get people's opinions.
Hmm.
But
Well, I mean, one, Christianity doesn't believe that God is three essences in one nature. It's three distinct persons, one nature. And what a person is going to be is the underlying reality of a rational nature, or the who, right? So a nature is going to be talking about what something is, and then the person is going to be talking about who. So for us, we exist as one nature, one person. God exists as one nature, three person, Father, Son, and Spirit. So that's one thing. In regards to Jesus praying to the Father, there's a couple of reasons. So one of the reasons is that Jesus is a great teacher, not in the sense that he goes and he teaches from the sidelines, but he actually shows us what to do. So he lives out the perfect life. He teaches us how to worship. He teaches us how to pray so that we can mimic him when we're trying to be perfect. And in doing so, he prays to the Father because that's what we are supposed to do. But also, when God takes on flesh, Yahweh, the God is that God of all flesh. So he's showing us what to do, and he's also fulfilling that which is necessary for our salvation when he takes on flesh. Because when God takes on flesh, he restores all that which he touches. So that's what he's doing. He touches our damaged flesh and restores it. He lives the perfect life so that we can mimic him through our actions. And then he dies, touches death, and now death has been defeated and changed forever. Where death used to be this thing where we were separated from God, now through death we are united back unto God. Because once the Almighty God touches death, he changes death and restores it forever. So the dark stuff, if you want to go into it, you can. Give me 1 second. Let me take this call.
for sure.
Hello? Hello? I have no idea. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so if you wanted to get into the other stuff, we can. But that's the reality of the Christian faith, is that humans put themselves in a position to where they can never reach God, so God reached them. The second person of the Trinity, the Son, took on human nature that was created in the image of God, and he restores human nature because only God can fix and restore the image of God. He defeats death and unites us unto him, that all who live in him will be united unto him. That's Christianity. It sounds like you went through some dark things. If you want to get into those things, we can. If not, fully understand. If you want to be vague, you could be vague and we could talk about it that way.
I mean, to make a long story short, I was very like emotionally, physically, and abused by members of church, by members of family, stuff like that.
My days.
But then they used it against me, saying that it's okay because they're going to go to heaven because God loves them and all this stuff. So then I believed that for many, many years. And then I kind of just looked around and just like, and then the part that I struggled with and still do is that people, to me, like, if God is the highest like power, the Father and all this stuff, then why does he need Jesus and the Holy Spirit to do this other stuff? So, and then the part that I have a trouble with is that he sent himself to do all this stuff, and like it's just very, very confusing to me, and I try to wrap my head around it. Like, I honestly try to be open as I can and try to like listen and read the Bible, but I've just been so lost in it all that I don't even know what to really believe anymore. So my whole tuition on God is that, like, whether he's there or isn't there, then it doesn't really have a burden on my life that I can see, because a lot of people say you're not going to get in by having good faith or just by doing good deeds or whatever. But necessarily, like, I don't really think that it's a loving God just to say, well, I believe in a man died for me, so I get to go to heaven, even if they've done horrendous acts. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that's a lot to carry. The logic of it, of, oh, God sending himself or whatever, we can help understand, like, the proper understanding to those things. But in regards to like dealing with trauma, one, like, Christians aren't supposed to be able to make statements on who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. I'm deeply sorry that all of that stuff has happened to you and that you've had to carry this, and it seems like by yourself for a long amount of time. I'm really, really sorry for that.
I appreciate that.
I'm here with you if you want to chop it up in the DMs if you have like questions and stuff. And I don't know if you're going to come to a full understanding. I would, love for you to be Christian, as well as I believe that God would love for you to be Christian again. But you have a lot of trauma there and a lot of stuff that needs to get unpacked. I'll be here for you in whatever capacity I could be here. I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm not gonna just beat you over the head with theology, because I don't think that that's what's necessary right now.
Right.
But yeah, if you want to have further conversations and you want to talk these things out, I would love to continue to talk to you and to try to be here in whatever capacity I could be here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll definitely follow you and like shoot you a DM and stuff. I do appreciate you like kind of just letting me on and stuff. Like I don't know, like I said, I'm not here to fight and argue, and like, I know it can be like kind of disgusting with like a bunch of people and they purposely go on to start an argument, but I'm genuinely trying to go on and understand why people do believe God, and then like why I should kind of believe God. But I guess maybe like you're right, like I don't really need the preaching kind of side right now. I kind of just need to find where I am. And as far as people in the comments saying what church and location, I'm not going to get into that. It doesn't matter. That's all in the past. I don't give out my location, obviously, on an app like this. I don't even know people. So I'm not going to be answering that. But because a lot of people want to try to justify, well, oh, that's not a good church, or that's not a, well, okay.
It's people who claim to be Christian, who you trusted, that still took advantage of you in an awful way.
But I can always tell people, I can make the argument of, you go to a school and you have a professor that maybe isn't as good. Doesn't mean the school is bad. It's just that person is bad. That I will believe. So there's no point in getting into this whole like church debate or what church it was or what kind of nomination. Like, doesn't matter. The point of the moral of the story is that, like, I came on here just to talk to the brother here, just to see kind of like why he believes what he believes, kind of thing like that. And that's it.
No, yeah, I appreciate it. So, yeah, I mean, just before you go, the reason as to why I believe what I believe is, um, well, I had experiences with God growing up, and then I found logical argumentation to prove the existence of God. And then a big thing for me was the historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus. If Jesus Christ rose from the dead, then Christianity is true. If he did not, then Christianity is false. So it's a very easy evidential and historical claim for Christianity. It would be easy to either prove or easy to disprove. I read across something that was known as the minimal facts argument, which takes the bare minimal facts as to what most scholars would agree with, either atheist, Christian, agnostic, whatever, regarding the historical events of the resurrection. And I think that the only thing that sufficiently explains all the evidence is that Jesus Christ actually rose from the dead. And then obviously, if he did rise from the dead, then Christianity would be true. I'm convinced of him rising from the dead. I pray that I never leave the faith, because no matter whatever happens to me, it doesn't change the fact that he rose from the dead. I might have to change my understanding, but it doesn't change the historical event that happened. And it's the same that Apostle Paul says, is that if Jesus Christ didn't rise from the dead, then our faith is in vain. So if Christ is risen, then by all means, regardless of what happens, whether I face martyrdom or whatever the case may be, I would still continue being Christian because Christ is risen, and it doesn't change that fact. If he didn't, then obviously our faith would be in vain. So that's the reason as to why I'm a Christian. If you want to go more into that later on, we can. I'll be here, and I'm here.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. I really thank you for the time of day. I'm gonna get back to work. I work from home, so
Amen.
that's
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a great setup.
I'm actually a sound engineer, so I work on people's music all day and like do stuff for TV and radio and stuff. So
Well, shoot, man. If I start doing music again, let me go ahead and give you a follow, because I be needing a sound engineer to save my
here we
life,
go.
man.
Here we go. Oh wait, I think I can put the camera on here.
Is that Ableton?
Yeah, I'm on Ableton. I use Pro Tools also, and then I got my mixer board there and
Nice.
But yeah, that's kind of my life story of my life. But
Yeah, no, that's nice, man.
I appreciate your time, though.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You take care, sir. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
You too. God bless. He said that looked like your setup, Don. What's up, bro? Are you
Hi,
crying?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
What's the deal, Tempo?
Just a little sick, you know.
Oh, you a little sick?
So how are you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm I think I need to adjust the volume in order for me to hear you.
Oh, I could get closer. Are you
So
good?
just curious, you're Christian, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way I can raise the volume to hear you better, like on my end?
You might have
Yes.
two buttons on the side of your phone. You could click the top one that's closer to the top of your phone. Click it a couple times to see if your volume is high. Tell me if that fixes it.
To hear your voice better?
Yeah. So you might have two buttons on the side of your phone. It might be on the left side or the right side. You're gonna press the one on the top. Press it a couple of times to see if that turns up the volume.
Okay. So
Does that make sense?
so just curious. So, all right. So what kind of denomination are you? Like on a Christian?
I'm Protestant right now.
Okay, Protestant. So, like I'm curious. Like for example, with Protestants, do you guys believe like Catholics are not true Christians? Like,
No,
no, do you believe like Catholics are gonna go to hell? Like one day gonna burn in hell?
no.
You know,
Mm-mm.
but Protestants are against Catholics, right? For example, I can give an example that you guys are against like the part about the statues of saints like being inside churches. You Protestants are against that, right?
Yeah, some Protestants are, yeah, but we're not like, we don't hate Catholics. Um, that's not even the spirit of Protestantism.
But like the statues inside the churches, eh, eh, is that wrong? That's wrong, right?
I'm not. Are you Christian?
Skeptic, you can.
Oh well,
I'm a skeptic. I
well, yeah. So I'm not going
I mean,
to.
I believe that's in the commandments, right? Thou shall not have statues of me,
No.
like
So
God commands. God commands for people not to have statues of him because that's idolatry. Like for example,
no.
and he
So
considers that a sin.
no. So you have God saying that you're not supposed to create things like, for yourself and try to give worship that's only due to God to those things that you made with your hands. So
Mm.
you have to remember he's doing this as one of them in response to people building a golden calf, right? These are one of the things that they've done. They've tried to fashion gods for themselves. But then you see when he tells them to create the temple or the Ark of the Covenant, right? He gives very specific details of like the cherubim or these angelic creatures to be carved out and overlaid with gold and things like that. And you pay your reverence to these things. So it's not idolatry in what the Catholics do. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of the
I mean,
Catholics, the Orthodox, the Protestants, we're all brothers and sisters in Christ. And I'm not gonna degrade or misrepresent one of their views, especially to someone who's a skeptic. Do you have a reason as to why you're
I,
still
I'm,
skeptical?
I mean, it's just fascinates me that there would be this case that, like for example, a born again Christian, he would say that more Mormons are cult, or like Jehovah's Witnesses are a cult, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But each of them are gonna condemn each other to hell, you know. Like the Protestants are gonna say like the Baptists are too radical. The Baptists are gonna say that the Protestants are like lukewarm.
Well,
It's
Baptist
just
Baptists
confusing, you
are
know.
Baptists
And
are Protestants, but what Protestants, what Catholics, what Eastern Orthodox all agree on is that God is triune. The second person of the Trinity, the Son, took on flesh and died for the sins of the world. Those who believe upon him
mm,
will be saved, and we are to align ourselves with him. So we all agree on those things.
like for example, to be saved, like a person has to accept like Jesus Christ in his heart, that Jesus died for his sins, right? Like to be saved,
Yeah.
basically.
Yes.
And if someone isn't saved, he's going to burn in hell. Like,
If someone isn't saved,
would yes,
it depends on the condition of that person. I can't, we're not in a
like
position to state who's going to go to heaven and who's going to go to hell.
I mean, it is established that the person in Christian belief or Judeo-Christian belief, the one who's gonna be saved is the one who profess their beliefs in Jesus Christ, the one that follows the Bible, you know. But what does that say about all the Buddhists? Like, what about the Hindus?
Yeah.
What about like the Japanese, like Shintos?
Yeah.
What if there is a person who doesn't believe in Jesus, but he spent his whole life doing good deeds? You know what?
Yeah, I mean,
So
I guess
so this
we're gonna figure out what happens to them because we're not in a position to say who's going to go where. So I guess we'll figure out when they find out where they go, and we'll figure it out then.
so good deeds specifically doesn't guarantee a person to get into heaven. You know
Nope. Good deeds do not guarantee you a spot in heaven
why? It is basically doing good deeds,
because
contributing for the
heaven.
betterment of society.
That's good. So heaven is the experience that you have when you've aligned your will with God, and now you're in His presence. Heaven is what you experience when you have literally, like, pretty much chosen that you like God. So when you're in His presence, it's a pleasurable experience. Now, the way in which you can like God, just for lack of better words, or align your will with Him, is to accept His grace that He bestowed upon us. And when you accept His grace, that's accepting Christ as your Lord and Savior. So that's the normative way as to which somebody would see heaven. Now, those who align their wills away from God and don't like God, when you're in God's presence, you're not going to like it. That's what's hell. That's what hell is.
Would they be? They would be burning in hell, right? They would be tortured and burn in hell forever.
Yep.
If they don't like God and they are a good person, they do good deeds. You know, like according to their own religion. I guess you can agree or disagree with that.
Nah, if they do good deeds
If
according to their own religion and they don't know Christ and they didn't reject Him, then there's a chance that they'll be in heaven.
uh,
Once again, we're not in a position to say who goes to heaven and who goes to hell.
and let's say if so, like there's do you agree or disagree that there are people that say the relationship between God and human is it's like a
Nah,
mafia boss theology. Is God like a mafia boss? That
no,
is he like a mafia boss that says,
no,
"Oh, like you have this soul like here. It would be bad if something happened to it."
no,
That is. Well, why
no.
do you disagree?
I
Like,
disagree.
why do you disagree with the mafia boss technology?
I disagree with Mafia Boss. Here, look, I'm gonna let you go so I could get to this last guest because I have to leave soon.
Okay.
Okay. All right. God bless.
I mean, we can talk another time. You know.
Yeah, definitely. God bless, man.
Sure thing, man. Sure thing.
Hello.
Hello.
What's
How
up?
are you?
I'm good.
I just came here to refute you, so I wrote down some notes.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me just get to the first notes. 1 second, yeah?
How many pages you got? You flipping through notes.
Have you ever loved somebody so much you made you cry? Okay, got it. So, yeah. Number one, why, if God exists, why does he let bad things happen to innocent, good people? That's number one.
Your way of proving me wrong is asking me questions.
I mean, there's questions, there's statements. I've got so much. Look,
We're gonna be here for hours, me and you.
I'm not going to be here for hours.
What do you mean?
I will not be here for hours. You could be here for hours. I'm not going to be here for hours.
Ah, okay. I think it's best if we just do this another time because
Well, you can ask a couple questions. And maybe if you ask a couple, then it could cross some other things off of that list. But
okay, let me go to the end where there's like the greatest question because I'm about to ask you the most perfect question you've ever heard in your life.
okay. Have you watched me before?
Okay, here we go.
Have you watched me before?
No.
Okay.
Who are you?
Well, you said that you're finna ask me a question that's like the best one that I've ever heard in my life. I'm hoping that you're not finna ask a question that I've heard before.
No, you've definitely never heard of this question before. Are you ready?
That scares me. Yeah.
This question is gonna end your career today.
Impossible.
That's what I said when I first started, you know. But anyways, listen. The question is, and pay attention, please. I'm a man that doesn't like to repeat myself.
I don't care what kind of man you are.
I'm
If
not
you need
gonna,
to repeat yourself, you're gonna have to repeat yourself.
okay, but I'm not though. So if you listen, open your ears and listen properly.
I've been listening to you ramble for the past 2 minutes now.
Okay, here we go. Where is it? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. Good. So, number 1. I can't believe that you haven't realized that I'm just a troll.
That's what everybody was saying in the comments. And then I was trying to see if I was like, I think he's trying to rage bait when he just keeps like going on and on and on. And I'm not finna bite. Let's shoot, man. Hello? What's up? You gonna have me go to Walgreens? I don't got no car, you know that. Just order it? Alright. Okay. Hey, Deez, I just want to hear what your voice sound like. I think you're a girl. I'm finna get off live in a sec. Alright. Alright. Yep. No, Deez is a girl. She's a Jewish girl. Yeah. You guys thought Deez was a guy? Deez is a Jewish girl. Elijah, is there a way you and me could talk next time for like 2 hours? 2 hours is a little excessive. There's other guests that want to talk, and I don't go live, every single day. So I don't know if 2 hours would be possible, but how about we compromise for about 20 minutes next time? Bro's unlocking side quest midstream. Exactly, bro. Exactly. What's the deal, Don? Let me make sure I follow I had to change this bio again. I don't know what to say. EO, you Eastern Orthodox? Never mind, but let me take my follow back. 1 hour is crazy, bro. I mean, we could debate like on YouTube live. Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe. That sounds great, bro. or like on a Discord call. Yeah, I don't really be on Discord like that. But yeah, no, definitely. It was a good conversation. You catch me live again, turn on those live notifications. Or like somebody who's better to talk to than me, would be like, you see Noibody up here that said that's crazy. He's a really good person to talk to. There's a person named Jordan Travis, really good person to talk to. Man is another really, really good person to talk to. He's probably live right now. Man is a good person to talk to. He goes live for hours upon hours. We could figure out if he's live right now, actually. Yep, he's live right now. Man is live right now. You could go to his page. You go to his page. I can't get his. Somebody put his username in there. Yeah, I was able to tell by your accent you Filipino. I'm finna get off. Man, he's live all the time. He's live right now. He's a good person. Tell him, hey, Elijah sent me over. He said you're a good person to talk to. And he said, like, he'll be live for the next 2-3 hours. So you want to have a 2-hour conversation? Hit Man's live. He's really, really cool. Can somebody put Man's username in the chat? Nah, Elijah, I do more harm than good when I defend God. I don't know, bro. What was that heresy you said the other day? What was that heresy you said the other day? I can't. Day, you so lucky. I can't remember what you said. You said something that was crazy though. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. Dog. You so lucky. God must love you that he made me forget, man. Woo! He's want to talk for like more than an hour for a discussion. Yeah, no, man will talk to you forever. And he's well versed. All the questions that you was asking, he has fantastic answers. He's really good. He's really good. So head over to Man's live right now. I'll see if I could pull up his TikTok for you, cause he's live right now, man. So you could head over there and here, boom. I'll pull this up. Let's see. If you could ever find a Jordan Travis live, he just goes live. He rarely goes live. But man, if you ever see Jordan Travis live, talk to him as long as you can, because he rarely goes live. I was gonna say something crazy, but here, this is Man's profile. You should vacation in the Philippines. I want to go there for my honeymoon, man. I probably have to hit you up so you can show me around. This is Man's. You see, he has 57,000 followers. People love talking to him. He's live right now. So she loves man, spelled like this. Fantastic person to talk to. You should go there right now. He's live. Yeah.
Like
this is what he looks like. See, he's been live for 3 hours and 1 minute. Look at his face. He's not tired at all.
Between the two definitions.
He's ready to go.
The NIH, we have
he's active.
Many articles that
nobody on his panel right now.
Like someone sent a Galaxy to remove you, bro.
So go ahead, man.
CW thought you
and just tell him Elijah sent me over. Elijah Johnson sent me over. He said you're a great person to talk to.
You're just gonna be begging the question.
Go ahead over there, bro.
Y'all be wanting to
this would be a great conversation.
Can't answer these questions because they don't exist. DGU is defensive gun or people research.
All right, man. But anyway,
that's what DGU is.
That was a great live. Great live. God bless all of you. I appreciate all of you. Tonight, and I know you guys is asking, hey, bro, you watched Vinland Saga? I was going to start last night, but I didn't. But tonight is Demon Slayer night. Tonight is for Demon Slayer. I am very hurt about Charlie Kirk. What kind of knowledge God have? Tomorrow, Demon Slayer night for you. Tripping. I think I'm probably gonna have to watch it twice anyway. You watch it where? So there's this where I live in Montana. There's this movie theater in town. I'm about an hour out of town, heading down to town, which is why I'm so excited. So this movie theater in Montana is where I'm gonna be at tonight. So that's what's up. It's time. The movie gonna be crazy. I hope so. I hope so. The animation already crazy. Imagine with a movie budget. I'm geeked. I'm geeked. I'm getting my nieces, my nephew. I tried to be a real uncle. They said that they watched the show. I said, all right, bet. So they gonna be coming through. We're gonna have a good time. You feel me? What's the name? I need to set up some type of Discord so that people could rep like, hey, I want you to watch this video on stream and just review it. So I could do that because I'm not, sometimes I just be wanting to chill and just review stuff. I don't be trying to talk to folk. I hope he sent me that that argument that Buddy was trying to run today. I don't see it. What was his name? I wanna put that in a group chat. I think, is Cam in here? Cam, if you're in here, I think you've had his name. You might have followed him. I want to see that argument. I want to see it. Oh, it just shows up as like a whole bunch of boxes on my screen. So yeah, the way it show up is just like when you don't have the emoji downloaded on your device, that's what it shows up on my screen, so I can't see. Balo Plasma. That's his name. That's his username. Let me see real quick. Alright, I'm following him. Alright, bet. Alright, got it. Cool. God bless you guys. Pray for those who came up. Jay Tats, please pray for him. Stu, please pray for him as well. He came up for a quick second. Please pray for the both of them. Dang, did it just zoom in? It showed it. I don't know how to zoom out. I don't know how to zoom out. Bro, hey, yo, chill, bro. I'm not that ugly, bro. Relax, bro, please. God bless you, too. Bro, I do not know how to... Jordan did not teach me how to work this stuff. God bless you, too. God bless. Hey, if anybody, if anyone, comes to Christ and I had a part to play through the grace of God, let me know. You feel me? Because I would never know. Like, somebody came into the live yesterday and was like, bro, I've been Christian now for 3 months after one conversation with you. I'm like, whoa, glory be to God. So let me know. I would love to know. All right, bro. God bless y'all in the name of the Father, the Son, and the blessed Holy Spirit. I pray that all of you guys are well. If somebody leaves Christianity, amen. All right, let me see my phone. Damn, bro. Cam just sent me this. So Cam just sent me this and said this is what I looked like because my screen was zoomed in. I don't think that's. Hey, bro. Hey, would it actually focus? And I saw my face too. It did look like me. I can't even hold you. That's insane. That's insane. That's wow. No hate like Christian love. Am I right, guys? God bless y'all though in the name of the Father, the Son, and the blessed Holy Spirit. YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Gabriel, thank you. Walk, thank you. Testing the text with Fresh Bueller. I don't know what that name is, but thank you. My guy Ted East was in here for a minute. Thank you. Everybody that's in here, I see we got 11 people that's viewing right now. Appreciate you. Which camera do I use? I use this. So it is the OBS bot. I have the mini. So you have like a full one. Oh dang, I thought it had the papers in here. But I use the mini. So here, I'll pull up the one that I got. So Jordan, he has like the full size one. Pause. Wow. Yeah, so I have the OBS bot. So I have this. No. I have this one. I have the light. So it was 159, but it's 4K. Jordan got this one, but it's a very small camera. That's why it can move. You can stop it. All different types of stuff. It has just hand signals, so it'll follow your hand signals. Like if I do this, then the camera will start moving alongside with me. You feel me? Like, so it got hand signals and everything like that. You get it to stop. I don't know the hand signals to make it move in. Sometimes I accidentally do it, which is why it zooms in. Exactly. I don't know. I'm assuming it's like some. I don't know what the hand signal is. There it goes. So it's the pinch, and I wonder if I do this. I don't know. No idea how to get that. How to like how to make that like. I don't know. I don't know what it. I don't know what it could be. I don't know how to make that, but this is the camera that I use. Jesus Christ. I don't know the hand signals. Cause I mean like ooh, look at that boy. That boy thinking. That boy thinking. Yeah, I know you like that. So boom, zoom in, boom. Oh, I'm cold with it. All right. See, look at that. We learn something new every day. We learn something new every day. What's that I'm claiming? Don't. You almost got me out of character. You almost had me throw some stuff up. You feel me? Then it would have been a clip. Next thing you know, people at my doorstep. Nope. You almost had me though. You almost got me. Almost got me. I almost threw up all types of stuff. It would have been a bad scene. It Let's see how much. We do this for the money. How much money we make today? Woo, woo. Yeah, This gonna get me in tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, I might be able to get a quarter. Yeah, we killing it right now. We killing it. Matilda here. What's up, Matilda? I hope you're doing well. God bless you. You catching the ending of our stream. I pray that everything is going well. If you guys want to support, go to moreclothing.com. You can either buy clothes, sell clothes, or you could donate on PayPal. All of those ways are helpful. If you don't, okay. That's perfectly fine too. I appreciate you guys just being here. If you can, please like the video and please subscribe. All of that helps. I want to get to 500 subscribers. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers by December, although that might not happen. I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers by December. If you guys want to take content that you see here and post it on you guys' own pages, feel free. God bless all of you, though, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I pray that all of you are well. God bless you. God bless you. I want you to know, God bless you.